The Dallas Cowboys arrive in Oxnard, California, today ahead of the start of training camp on Monday, July 21st. The team is gearing up for the 2025-26 NFL season and will be working to finalize the 53-man roster over the next several weeks. With training camp set to begin, the team is bringing in a trio of defensive ends for workouts. All three pass rushers have previous NFL experience. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler reports the three pass rushers set to work out for Dallas are Detroit Lions 2022 sixth-round pick James Houston, who spent last season with the Cleveland Browns, the Arizona Cardinals 2022 seventh-round NFL draft pick Jesse Luketa, and Cameron Klein, who joined the Indianapolis Colts as an undrafted free agent before brief stints with the Buffalo Bills and New York Jets. One name that immediately jumps off the page is Luketa, a former Penn State Nittany Lion standout. Luketa is a former teammate and roommate of Cowboys superstar Micah Parsons. In a 2019 article from the Altoona Mirror, the unbreakable bond between the former teammates and roommates was detailed. Luketa was even with Parsons in the green room at the 2021 NFL Draft. The dorm Micah Parsons called legendary is the site where the friendship between Parsons and fellow linebacker Jesse Luketa first started. The article reads, "Now, a year and a half later, the two are inseparable. They can't even go 45 minutes without arguing about the thermostat in their new apartment." The bond between the two men was so strong that Luketa referred to Parsons' mother as Mom. Luketa even confirmed that the two were inseparable during their time together in State College. "That's my right-hand man, someone I know is going to end up being the best man at my wedding," Luketa said. "We're two peas in a pod. You see Micah, you see me. You see me, you see Micah." Parsons echoed that, saying, "If somebody else sees me around campus, they'll ask me like, 'Oh, where's Jesse?' and stuff like that." A workout obviously doesn't mean that the Cowboys will sign Luketa, but it would be an incredible full-circle moment to see Luketa have the opportunity to continue his career in Dallas alongside his good friend. The Dallas Cowboys will be starting training camp soon, and the hope is that they have full participation. One player who everyone has their eyes on is Micah Parsons, as he's expecting to get a contract extension. The usual thing for players to do in this situation is hold out until something gets done, and a decision has been made on what Parsons will do, according to NFL insider Jordan Schultz. Cowboys 3X All-Pro Micah Parsons will report to Oxnard, California for training camp despite not having a long-term contract extension with the organization, sources tell me, Schultz wrote on X, formerly Twitter. After Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb got paid last season, there's no question that Parsons would be next in line to get a contract extension for the Cowboys. Prescott and Lamb's deals got done right before the season started, and this is probably how things will go for Parsons. Parsons has been one of the better edge rushers in the league since entering the league, and the Cowboys are going to have to pay him like it. After seeing what TJ Watt recently got from the Pittsburgh Steelers, things could get even more complicated in negotiations between the Cowboys and Parsons. Micah Parsons speaks about contract negotiations with the Cowboys. Article continues below. Who was seen on Klay Thompson's lap in the TikTok? Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Rihanna, Beyoncé. Parsons has been vocal about how contract negotiations have gone with the Cowboys, and he recently noted on the 6 Feet Under podcast that things have been complicated. "We obviously wanted to get done early," Parsons said. "We want that relief off our backs. But obviously, ownership is always going to make it drag out, make it more complicated than it has to be. Lack of communication and that standpoint, but, I just always say, God has me this far, he ain't done with me yet, so, I just keep working, keep going, and then when it comes, I'm going to be ready. But, ain't going to be no drop-off." The Cowboys know how valuable Parsons is to the team, and there's no way they'll let this get out of hand before the season starts. At the same time, anything can happen, and Jerry Jones is known for making things like this complicated. It's a good sign that Parsons is showing up to training camp despite having no movement in negotiations, and the hope is that something will get done in the coming weeks. It might be too far to state that the Dallas Cowboys running back room is in shambles, but let's just say that it isn't exactly their strongest position group heading into 2025. The Cowboys will be relying on veterans Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders, as well as rookie Jaden Blue, going into the new NFL season, and while Blue has star potential, it's always tough to depend on a day 3 pick right off the bat. Dallas could be in the market for a running back trade before the regular season, and the Cowboys may want to consider pursuing a halfback they once hated, Antonio Gibson. Gibson currently plays for the New England Patriots, but he spent the first 4 years of his career with the Washington Commanders, where he established himself as a very solid all-purpose back. HI's best season came in 2021, when he racked up 1,037 yards and 7 touchdowns on the ground while also hauling in 42 receptions for 294 yards and 3 scores. The Pittsburgh Steelers' new 3-year, $123 million extension with TJ would just made life harder for the Dallas Cowboys and Micah Parsons. What deal set the market at $41 million annually, while locking in a 3rd-year guarantee as the precedent for what the top pass rushers should get. That means Parsons could push the number up even further, towards $45 million, to reset the market. On Tuesday, after his camp, Parsons said he was paying no mind to the rest of the edge rushers. He is expected to report to Cowboys training camp in Oxnard, California, but is not expected to participate in team workouts. It will turn into a hold-in. No, because they numbers got nothing to do with mine, and my numbers ain't got nothing to do with them. Like, I'm younger than Hendrickson. I mean, Hutchinson's coming off an injury. Everyone's circumstances is completely different. Hutch is coming off his 3rd year. Usually guys wait 4 years. So, it just all depends what. I mean, he's up there with Myles Garrett. So, it's different. Everyone's circumstance is different, Parsons said. Parsons said that he did not even change his calculations after Myles Garrett reset the market in March, landing a $40 million per year deal with the Browns. Not really, because I'm just going to get mine no matter what, Parsons said about Garrett's contract affecting his market. You know what I mean? Like, the markets change every year. Their salary cap went up like another 18% this year. So if you want to know contracts, all the contracts are based off a percentage. Like, each player, a high-paid player, takes a percentage of the salary cap. So it's not really the number. It goes off by the salary cap. As for the Cowboys and Parsons, they have continued talks. Parsons noted that he would have liked to sign a deal last year, which would have given the Cowboys a hometown discount. However, the Cowboys never approached Parsons or his agent, David Mulugheta, regarding the deal.